Oh, Aubrey. Much dislike.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Popular, you gotta be popular. I'll teach you the proper place when you talk to boys.
Good morrow, everybody. My name is Robin, also known as Sunny Side Up Gal, and you are my Sunny Side Up pal. Welcome to my channel. And today we have a very special guest, Angelica Unfiltered.
Hello, friends.
Hello. Yeah, just another collaboration. And today we are going to be having a little bit of a fun special sesh for y'all. This is going to be episode 5 of the Aubrey Hoffer series. Yay! So sit tight while we talk a little trash. All right, you ready, homie?
Yes.
Your body does not really want you to lose weight. I'm going to summarize a very complicated article by Dr. Christopher Ochner in 2013. Essentially, Ochner was interested in reviewing what biological mechanisms are turned on when we lose weight, and how these biological mechanisms relate to weight regain. Essentially, what he found is that even for people who are only losing a small amount of weight, I have to look at my notes for this, they experienced increased metabolic efficiency, changes in neuroendocrine signaling, changes in neural responsivity to food cues, and food intake itself. What this means is that when you try to lose weight, your body flips on all of these signals that say, no, we want you to regain weight quite significantly.
I think I wouldn't argue against that. I think our body is like designed to try to keep fat on our body. Like I do believe that. But I don't think she takes into the account that like people were like the reason why we evolved that way is because like we were nomadic, creatures. We were animals, right? But now we have food that's like we're over food. Like we have so much food available all the time. Anytime we want, we can get food. I think she's trying to get to the argument that like we shouldn't fight against wanting to gain weight, and I'm like, no.
It's like I literally don't believe a fucking thing that comes out of her mouth or like almost anyone that quotes any sort of research, because it's like, okay, these people, all the things are flipping on and off. How big are these people? How many calories are these people eating? Like I need more information. I understand like she can't sit here and like summarize the whole study, but it's like it just feels disingenuous. I started reading this book called How to Lie with Statistics, and it's just like so eye-opening. Like I just really wanted to read it before I started going through all of the actual Aubrey Gordon's books, because it's so easy just to like manipulate things or like just change someone's perspective on things without them even realizing it. Like a lot of the book talks about like, oh, the average income of blah blah blah, and it's like, okay, what do you mean by average? Do you like people can manipulate it and mean like mode or median? It's just like,
Oh,
so it's like I just like don't believe anything. Like, and that's so sad because it's like you should believe the scientific information that is presented to you, but it's like not everyone is doing these things with the right intentions.
right.
Or it's like people like her, Aubrey Warren Jr., are like manipulating the research to fit their fat positive narrative.
Yeah. Yeah. Or what's one of the studies that there's a study, and
Oh.
I'll post it, up here, but like one of these studies that I think it's called like the 7 country studies, because so whoever the guy was, I can't figure out I used to be obsessed with this, but the guy who like started the whole anti-fat, like not anti-fat like fat people, but like the whole you should eat less fat, you should eat more plant, based.
Mhm.
That guy did a thing, or he posted a study called, his last name was Keys. He's posted a study called the 7 Nations study, and he like basically cherry picked data to like prevent himself from looking like from embarrassing himself, because he called it the 7 Nations study, but he actually like studied like I don't know like 25 nations, and it went against like what his hypothesis was. So in order for him to like not
Mhm.
look like a fucking idiot and waste like study money, he just like bullshitted stuff and cherry picked data. So
Yeah, like here's this I have highlighted. I
okay.
just pulled up like a random sticky note, and it says, "The secret language of statistics, so appealing in a fact-minded culture, is employed to sensationalize, inflate, confuse, and oversimplify."
Hmm. I love the way that you do notes and stuff in your books.
Yeah.
You're a wonderful
Me
student.
doing it now for YouTube and never for college.
Hey, you have to have your facts straight.
Yeah.
And these mechanisms may be one reason why when people chronically diet, they actually tend to gain more weight in the long run.
Yeah. 95% of fit diets fail, and if you lose weight, then you gain it all back plus more.
Yeah, okay, Aubrey.
Boring.
But tomatoes, tomatoes.
Yeah, tomatoes.
Boo, tomatoes.
Okay, yeah, congratulations. People go on a fucking crash diet and lose 20 pounds in a month, and then they gain it all back because they stop drinking their cayenne pepper lemon water concoction.
Yeah,
Glad you needed to do a fucking research study on that.
right. Also, too, like people think that like when you go on a diet, it's not sustainable because you start eating normally again. But like, no, you're supposed to like just keep eating like that. Like, not saying like crash, like you need to keep eating like a crash diet, but like if
Mhm.
you switch to whole foods, you can't just switch to whole foods until you reach your goal weight and then be like, cool, I'm just gonna eat the same shit that made me fat. Like that's bananas, you know?
Yeah, you just don't get to like restart. You have to maintain the progress.
Right. I actually did read a study yesterday because I do read sometimes. It was saying something like the longer you maintain the weight loss, like the longer you maintain, even if you were to fall back, you still wouldn't gain like as much. Like so, the longer that you have maintained, for example, I've maintained ketogenic, like I've maintained 180 pounds for 2 years. Like if
Mhm.
I were to step off, I probably still wouldn't ever get back up to 230 pounds just because like that fat's been like gone for like so long. I think that's what the study was
Yeah,
saying.
because you're like at a new normal and it's
Yeah.
like something that you've sustained for like a long period of time.
Right. It would take a long time for me to ever get back up to like 230 pounds. Well, that's what the hypothesis is, but because I'm
Mhm.
like less inflamed and all that jazz. So let's see what Aubrey's gonna say.
A behavior being normalized is not the same as a behavior being harmless, and there are many disordered habits that have begun to be normalized in mainstream spaces.
So ironic and hilarious. But let's see how she manipulates it to be fit her memo. Because, yeah, it's normalized to go to fast food restaurants every fucking day. It's normalized to be overweight and obese. But
Yeah. Normalized to get a milkshake for coffee every morning.
yeah, your 1,200 calorie Dunkin' latte.
Only thinking about food or rigidly counting calories and feeling incredible distress whenever you go over are behaviors that can be incredibly problematic.
I think people in the weight loss community, like whatever you're doing for your weight loss, I think we all can agree that's like that is not everybody's doing that. Like not everybody's like stressing out about their calories. And then I can agree and say like if you are having guilt or whatever around your intake, that does, to me that reads problematic. Like you should probably chill out or get help or whatever. What do you think?
It's just like my issue with all of this is like it makes it seem like, oh, if you count your calories, like it's so toxic and it's gonna like drive you fucking crazy. And it's like, no, it's not that big of a deal. Like if you take your emotions out of things,
Hmm.
then like and you pull yourself out and look at the bigger perspective, like it's not that emotional. Like
Yeah.
this morning for breakfast, like I made breakfast for Pablo and and I made bacon and pancakes and scrambled eggs. And then after the fact, I like totaled it up on my app and I was like, oh, okay, that's more calories than I thought it would be, but like that's fine. Then I just have to like adjust the rest of my day. Like it's not that big of a fucking deal. Like if you are so like emotional about these things, like then that's something that you need to do some reflecting on. It's not
Yeah.
like having the knowledge and knowing how many calories is in something isn't toxic. That's just like data. And if data makes you upset, then go to therapy.
Yeah, exactly, right? I think a lot of a way that I like to look at it. I don't really count calories. Michael and I have kind of like started paying attention to it more though, just to
Mhm.
kind of see. But the way that I look at it is like if you look at your bank account, if you go over your bank account, you're not going to like have like this like panic. Like, well, I mean, if you're going over a shit ton and you're like in debt, yeah. But like
Yeah.
if you give yourself, because I give us an allowance. Like I give myself like $150 every paycheck as an allowance. If I happen to go over that, I'm not going to like beat myself up. And I kind of look at calories or like just your intake as the same way as a bank account. It's just numbers. So I don't beat myself up over my bank account. I'm not going to beat myself up over calories or intake or anything like that because it'll be fine. Like you'll be okay, you know?
Yeah,
The
you just
world's
need
not
to
ending.
take the moment to reflect and like learn from the experience.
Yeah. Everything will be okay.
In fact, they're the kinds of behaviors that clinical psychologists look out for when patients are describing their thoughts and feelings around food. Yet there are spaces that claim to be proponents of health where some of these behaviors are actively encouraged.
It reminds me of Jamie Weisberg's videos I've been reacting to. She's like, it's funny how like when you're fat, they prescribe you the same symptoms that people with anorexia have. And it's like, your doctors aren't telling you to starve yourself, moron. They're telling you to eat
Eat
3,000
less.
calories because you're on your way to 600-pound life.
Right?
I'm like trying so hard to not be unhinged because people keep telling me I look crazier and crazier every time I film a video, but I'm just like, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
Right.
It shouldn't be normal when someone's entire life revolves around what they're eating or what they're not eating.
I agree.
Your life revolves around food.
We don't know. But I think it does. Because, I mean, I just posted a video for members only yesterday, but I didn't post it. I filmed it. She's like, I was looking at a picture of her from November of 2024, and then compared it to November of last year, and it looks like she's gained at least 80 pounds. So maybe she does have like an obsession
Wow.
with food. Yeah, like she's gained a ton. So this is from January of 2025. Look at her face. I think she may have like a filter on. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know if it's gonna make her face skinnier. But you just saw her face. Now let's look at, this is from December of 2025. I think we can both agree that she has gained a significant amount of weight since January of 2025. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Am I just being judgmental? And I agree though, but I agree with the fact like you should not be obsessing over food, but she's creating this situation out of nothing. Like she sees like one or two people who do a lot, who think a lot about food and thinks that that's the entire weight loss community or the entire weight loss community, and that's not the case at all.
She looks so freaky. Like she
Dude,
is uncanny valley, like you said.
I don't know if it's a chromosome thing or something. But she does. She looks so, I mean, sometimes though she does look pretty. Like I did like her lipstick in the last video, but
Her hair's so frizzy too. It's
yeah.
like Arizona heat, I guess.
Right. Well, I don't know. Looks like she just, I mean, I just rolled out of bed with this hair, but like, baby, run a brush through it. Well, she's curly hair.
Maybe some oil or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, put some oil up in that bitch. Okay.
When I was a kid on pro-ED social media,
I think we were all there.
And she was on Soft Grunge Tumblr, I know it.
Yeah.
I would always see lists that people made of reasons why you want to lose weight, and I've seen them come up again, so let's talk about it. These lists are characterized by things...
Okay, let's read the list. All right, I don't know if she's going to read the whole list, but I'm going to read it. Okay, you can have a gap in between your legs. People will look at you...
Yeah, who wants to chafe?
Right. People will look at you differently. Okay, you won't get carpet burned between your legs. True. I feel like that categorizes with 2. That is a pro. You'll be less scared to eat food. And I feel like if you're doing like pro panda stuff, like you are always going to be afraid to eat food. Like if you're still stuck in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You'll feel like you can breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah. You will be breathing a lot better. If you lose the extreme body mass, you can climb upstairs and like breathe a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You'll get a step closer to being healthy. True. 100%.
Period.
Yes. It's an accomplishment. Correct.
We love goals.
We love goals. We love non-give up culture. We love having something to live for. Okay. It can build determination. I think so. I feel like when I started like losing weight again, so like again I was like maintaining. But when I started losing weight again, like it kind of like built that fire back up in me. I was like, oh, I do know how to do this. Like,
Yeah, confidence.
yeah, confidence for sure. Okay, you can be posted on Pinterest.
Okay, like a fucking 13-year-old girl wrote this. This is
Yeah, nobody
triggering a relapse for you, lady.
No longer a face account. Oh, a no face account. I've never been that. I'll show you my fat face. I don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, she's in the way. Something about jealousy, but
that are categorically untrue that will happen to you if you lose weight. Like, you'll be less scared to eat food. If you go on a restrictive diet, it will likely increase your anxiety around food.
no, when I went, I mean, and we can all agree that ketogenic is restrictive in a way. We restrict restrict carbohydrates. I got a better relationship with food that way, and I feel like I was less like, I was less afraid to actually eat. Like I could eat comfortably and get comfortably full by just eating like I eat more protein and more fat, like that makes me fuller. Whereas when I was eating a shit ton of carbs, because carbs they don't fill me up like they do some people. I'm not sure if carbs fill you up. I don't know.
I have to have a lot of them.
Yeah, you have to have a shit ton of them, and then that I would get more afraid around carbs because I feel like I couldn't stop myself from overeating them, especially with rice. Like I can eat bowls and bowls of rice.
I don't know. It's like read all the other stupid things on the list. No longer will be a duff.
Yeah.
Prove all boys wrong. Okay. A 13-year-old girl wrote this on Tumblr.
Yeah, you're almost 30. Well, I think she is 30 now. Aubrey.
And then this is a big...
Oh, yeah. When it's homecoming.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
God, I can't believe she even would think. She wants people to take her seriously and she's going to post this shit.
cut off one, but it's basically like, oh, if you lose weight, you're finally going to meet the guy of your dreams and you'll have your first kiss and then you'll get married and have a...
Yeah, clearly this is a child who wrote this, Aubrey. Fucking, you're bullying a kid.
She's like, diet culture is so pervasive and toxic. Girl, you're reading a fucking teenager's diary.
Oh, Aubrey. Much dislike.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of kids. It should go without saying that none of this is true. You can have a happy, successful, love-filled life.
Her face. Sorry, I paused that.
Exactly the way you look right now.
I agree. I mean, I feel like everybody... I'm a lover of love. I feel like there is somebody out there for everybody. And you're going to find somebody who thinks the sun shines out of your ass, basically.
The right person's still going to think the sun shines out your ass.
And they're not going to care exactly like what you look like. Just like with you and Pablo and me and Michael. Like you and Pablo's loved you at any size, basically. Same for Mike. You know, not to brag, but yeah, I agree. The right person will love you regardless of your size.
I just think that if you're maybe like a bigger person and you're having a hard time finding love, then maybe your standards are a little bit too high, or maybe you're looking for a type of person that isn't looking for you, and maybe you should do some reflecting, or I don't know. Yeah,
reevaluate.
There's a lot of things that go into it. It's just not because you're fucking fat.
Also, yeah, I also see a lot of people who are like, nobody likes me because I'm fat. And I'm like, do you go outside? Are you like talking to people? Like, do you meet anybody? Like, what are you doing that you're not meeting anybody that would even be interested? You know, you have to get out.
They're not leaving the house. They're not leaving the house.
Yeah, if you're not leaving the house, you're not going to run into the one of your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And I know some people are like, oh, Aubrey, why do you care? Let people do what they want with their bodies. I can't control what you do. If you want to lose weight for whatever reason, then do it. But it would have saved me years of pain had somebody ever looked me in the face and said, you do not have to lose weight to be worthy of love.
I'm sorry that she felt like she had to lose weight to be worthy of love, but she ended up finding love.
But see how like that's like more of an internal issue? It's like she felt like she had to do something to get love, and it's like no one ever told you that you had to do it that way. You know what I mean? Like all of these are like internal conflicts that you had to work through.
Yeah,
it's
where
not
are you?
Society pushing those things onto you.
Exactly. Like where is she getting this? It's definitely internalized. It's definitely her own self-hate, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, well, and then it seems like she has worked through it because now she's married.
Yeah. So good for her.
Good for her.
Okay.
I am a real person.
All right. I labeled this Aubrey defending junk food, so I'm excited.
Oh, it's actually worse for my insides when dumbass strangers on the internet make comments making assumptions.
All right, so the comment says, first let go of the junk. It tastes good, but it's no good for your insides due to how many processed ingredients there are inside. Do you agree? I agree. Me
Mhm.
agree. Me agree. So does Mike Tyson.
Yep.
About my behaviors and think that it will have any impact on my life whatsoever.
Well, that was it. She did not even
So
elaborate.
she like saying weight stigma affects her worse than processed food, like all those different diets say,
Ugh.
or studies.
Lame. The studies. The studies, very, very valid studies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Love your body enough to take. Oh, sorry. I can't read. Love your body enough to take care of it and stay at a healthy weight. All right. Look at her face. She looks so unhappy, and I hate to, make fun of somebody's unhappy face, but she looks
No.
incredibly depressed.
Yeah, she looks crotchety.
Crotchety.
It's super weird to me when other people try to define what is healthy for my body.
I know these people don't believe in the BMI, but you can even do like the weight to height ratio.
Yeah.
Visceral fat is suffocating your organs so they can't work properly. That
Yes.
is, let's not do the semantics between unhealthy and healthy, because it's, she has her PhD. She loves to talk about science, but never when it contradicts her beliefs.
Right? And it's so odd too that like all of these fat activists, especially Aubrey, they go, there's so many studies out there that are saying that like fat doesn't, cause any issues. But then there's like more studies out there saying that fat is like overly correlated and overly like a cause of like obesity is a cause of like disease. So it's just odd. It's like why are you only picking like 5 out of like 200 studies so that you can eat?
Yep.
If for you, a healthy body involves intentional weight loss, then do that. For me, loving my body enough to take care of it means not pursuing intentional weight loss.
I don't think you understand how to love your body then, Aubrey. Like that's maybe loving yourself emotionally is and that's good for a good reason for you to like, chill out on struggling on weight loss, but I think that I wonder if she's going through anything medically that she's not disclosing, which is none of our business, but she's very overweight and I'm pretty sure she's got something going on, like unhealthy.
Yeah, I mean, if she does it now, then she will at some point, because
Right.
it eventually catches up with you.
That's true.
Because the pursuit of intentional weight loss was incredibly unhealthy for me. Because I almost died.
I would love to hear that
her.
story.
Yeah. Please, and I would also like to see photos. I'm so sorry.
It's
And
just
the thing is too, it's like so many people will be like, well, I tried to lose weight and then I just passed out. And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, we only ate 300 calories for a fucking week. Why
Yeah.
don't you just try to cut back a little bit and make small changes? Because
Yeah.
that's how you get sustainable, healthy weight loss.
Right. Nobody's asking you to lose. If you're over 300 pounds, nobody's asking you to lose 200 pounds tomorrow. Like, take your time with it and do it healthily. Have some fucking electrolytes. Fuck.
And I think that's why a lot of people give up on their weight loss journeys, because actual sustainable weight loss is slow and it takes a long time. Like a healthy amount of weight to lose in a week is, depending on like how big you are, like 1 to 2 pounds. If,
Right.
my highest was 272.8 pounds. That's if I lost 1 pound every single week, that's still like that's going to take literal years.
Yeah.
And people don't want to put in work for years. They want to put in work for 3.5 days. And that's not how it is.
No.
That's not realistic.
Right. So I know that you're down, 95 pounds. When did you start? Like, what's your start date? And like, how long did it take you to get there?
So my highest weight was 272.8 in October of 2022. And then I was like unintentionally losing weight. Like I knew I was unhappy, so I just started to like walk a little bit more and like cut back my portions a little. And then I think April of 2024, I went to my PCP. I established care at the new PCP. And I think I was down to like 240 or something.
Oh, wow.
So I realized like, oh, like just making small changes over time, like I was able to lose weight and like I can actually do this healthily. So then I think around then I started counting my calories and was like actually more like intentional about it.
Hey, bestie! That's fat phobic.
So then I think was it May of 2024, I was like 240 and then now I'm 175. This is February 2026. So it's been a slow journey for me, but I've also been overweight my entire life or obese. And it's as well as it's been like a weight loss journey, I feel like it's also been like a healing journey. And then also like a journey of me like educating myself about nutrition and food and all those things. It's a lot going on, but hell, I'd rather do it this way than never at all.
Yeah, and honestly, I do feel like that's like a healthy amount and a healthy time to lose all that weight. Like you've almost lost 100 pounds. Like that's fucking wild. And I'm so proud of
Yeah.
you.
Oh, thank you. And
You're
like,
welcome.
I mean, I know I could have done it faster or I could have done it better, but it's like whatever. Like better later than never, right? Is that
No,
what they
yeah.
say?
I feel like no, I think you did it perfectly. I don't think that no, I think you're good. I'm inspired.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Thank you.
Who are you to tell me that I don't love my body? Because actually, when I hated my body the most, I had actually lost the most weight.
Which was 5 pounds.
Right. It's so the more weight you gain, the more you love yourself.
Yeah, you love you love yourself so and your hugs and kisses are Twinkies and ho-hos.
For me, weight loss was not healthy, and I was not taking care of my body to achieve it. And even beyond that, I really hate this implication that people who are not healthy do not love themselves. Some people will never be healthy. That doesn't mean that they don't.
Okay, we're not talking about the people who are bedbound or like people who have chronic illness. We're clearly talking about people who look like they're eating themselves to death. I don't think that they love themselves. I think that is a form of self-harm.
Wanted to like there are like so many sick people here in America, especially with like metabolic diseases. And I saw a study and it was like, I forget what number it was. I'll use the low range number, but it's like 70% of metabolic disorders and diseases could be reversed with healthy lifestyle changes. Okay, you are unhealthy because of the way that you exist. If you just make a few changes, then you don't even have to worry about being unhealthy. It's not everyone like is born with these crazy disorders and diseases or birth defects.
Right. The reason why you're unhealthy is because of like your daily actions basically. Yeah. Yeah. She's giving
Well,
up.
too, and it's like so many people that, you know, like if they have fucking cerebral palsy or they are born without arms and legs or, you know, like whatever medical issues people have, it's like those people usually still try their best to live a healthy life because they want to make the most out of life. It's just like this loser mentality that like people like Aubrey Gordon Jr. have.
You fucking loser!
Love their bodies. Also, is there a weight that you can reach where you become perfectly healthy and never get sick again?
Is there a what?
Is there a healthy weight you can achieve and never be sick again?
No, Aubrey.
Yeah, maybe if you fucking live in a bubble and you're a healthy BMI, but
yeah.
Oh yeah, you might get a flu at any weight. You just destroyed this whole conversation and argument. Right?
You got him. See what she has to say about sugar and addiction.
But sugar is addictive, isn't it? Actually, there's no evidence to support sugar addiction in humans, and there's very limited evidence to support it in animals.
That's like that's how we study things because we can't always study on humans. It's what's the word? Unethical to like do studies like that on humans. Yeah, inhumane. So
yeah, there's only been like 55,000 studies of mice being addicted to sugar. Like, why isn't there like millions?
And they all say that like sugar is almost like cocaine to them.
A 2016 review by Dr. Margaret Westwater and her team reviewed all of the existing literature on sugar addiction.
Sugar addiction. Her voice.
What they find is that in animal studies, addiction-like behavior like binging only occurs with intermittent access to sugar.
Well, how are you gonna binge on something if you don't have it 24/7?
Yeah.
Or am I, like, misinterpreting that?
Yeah, let me rewind it a little bit because I feel like I listened to that odd too.
What they find is that in animal studies, addiction-like behavior like binging only occurs with intermittent access.
Yeah, you're not gonna binge on something if you have it all the time.
Or she's saying, like, they had, like, 5 mice and they had sugar 24/7,
Mhm.
and they didn't binge all the time,
Right.
and then there was, like, 5 mice and, like, they were only given sugar, like,
Once a
every
week.
5 hours
Oh, okay. And then they binged on it.
when they got it.
That makes sense, I feel. I feel
Yeah,
like there was
okay.
no study necessary for that. I feel like that happens for, yes, clearly.
Access to sugar. So basically, if you give rats sugar and take it away and then give it back to them, yeah, they'll binge on it. But no one has explored what would happen if they just had access to it.
I feel like
Okay, so they didn't even have a control.
yeah, they didn't. And I feel like if you did give a rat access to sugar all the time, you'd have a very fat rat on your hands. Do you agree?
Or 2, it's like replace sugar with literally anything. If you're like fucking starving out an animal and then you like give them blueberries, then like, yeah, okay, they don't know when they're gonna have food next, so then they're gonna eat it.
Exactly. And rats are very, very like, I mean, all animals are instinctual, but rats are just like survival mode. Like, let's fucking eat.
These findings about restriction could help to explain why human beings tend to feel more likely to binge on foods that are sugary rather than things like broccoli. Additionally, sugar doesn't behave like an addictive substance. If you give rats cocaine and then you shock them, they'll still go after the cocaine. They don't do that for sugar.
I've had this conversation with Alex as well, and in like the comment sections and stuff like that. I feel like yes, okay, clearly it's not the same as like being addicted to alcohol or being addicted to cocaine, but I feel like there's a spectrum of addiction, and I feel like food addiction, sugar addiction are akin to like video game addiction and like sex addiction. And yeah, like you and I had that conversation that one time,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's still addictive. Like you're still going after that dopamine kick,
Yeah, well, and it's like when you do drugs, in this case, we can say C, when you do C, I mean, not that I've ever done it, but it's like you get that high, you're like, whoa.
Mhm.
But like with sugar, it's probably like,
It's not yeah, it's not the same. It's definitely not the same. So I just feel like that's
like it's not psychoactive. Sugar probably isn't
right.
psychoactive the same way like a
No.
substance is.
No, you're hitting complete, I mean, similar but complete, almost different, like completely different receptors in the brain.
And then sugar, it's like you have to digest that. Well, with like C, it's like you usually snort it or like smoke it. So it's like more of like instant.
It's like
or,
straight
I don't know, like,
bloodstream. Yeah.
yeah.
It's like straight bloodstream and brain.
Still go after the cocaine. They don't do that for sugar.
The other thing I also hate about Aubrey Hoffer is like most of the times that she like refers to a study, she never like posts like the PMID or the DOI or whatever like that in the comment section. So I often have to like find whatever she's looking at with just like trying to understand her words, like understand. She doesn't even use titles.
Yeah.
It's just like
In
whoever.
hope that you like actually like are looking at the same research paper
exactly.
as she is. You just
Yeah.
have to believe her because she's a genius.
Yeah, because she has a degree and I'm stupid.
Yep.
Yes, you are. All right, let me do another.
There's a common joke among fat people that the people who are the most fat phobic and cruel to fat people are people who were once fat themselves. I think the reason for this.
Do you feel like you're like that? You're the most fat phobic?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, well, at least some people probably think, but it's like, I'm not special. I wasn't sent down from fucking heaven with superpowers.
Mhm.
I was able to lose weight, so you can too.
Yeah. It's not difficult and it is for free. Yeah.
This is that some people lose weight and then have this mentality that develops of like, well, I did it, so why can't you? You must just not be a very good person like I am.
I've never looked at I know that I'm still class 1 obese, but I've never looked at somebody who was clearly struggling with their weight or super obese and being like, that's a bad person. They're not a good person. Because I don't know what their character is like. Being in a fat body doesn't necessarily mean that you're like a shitty person. Now, we see people like we had talked about that lady who had to have her kid microwave her fucking hot dogs because she was so fat she couldn't get out of her couch. I mean, that to me, morally incorrect. But if I just see like a regular Joe Schmo out there who's 4 or 5 hungies, I'm not going to be like, that's a bad person. I'm going to be like, God damn, they're big. And that's it, probably. And that's all going to be in my head.
I wasn't really raised religious. So like whenever the morality argument is brought up with people in fat acceptance, like I will say that's something like that I don't really understand. But like I see a lot of people in the comment section talking about like, well, technically if you're like super obese, then you are committing a deadly sin and you know you're being a
Oh,
glutton or whatever. So it's
yeah.
like, yeah, I guess I understand like that argument because then that's, you know, they're sinning, they're sinners. But it's just not something like that comes top of mind to me when I see someone that's
Yeah.
struggling with their weight.
Right.
Or food.
I can't look at somebody's physical appearance and determine whether or not they're a good person.
Yeah, and like I can still have empathy for people that struggle. It's just like when I hear people like bitch and moan about how it's impossible to lose weight or they can't lose any weight because they do photosynthesis. It's like, okay, then my patient says run thin because now you're just lying to yourself.
Yeah. Now you're just making up excuses and you just want to give up, but yeah, I hate that also. I hate excuses.
Me
I
too.
really do. I really like I'm one of those people who's like, if you fuck up and I'm asking you like what happened here and you have to come up with like 10 steps to tell me what happened, like, no, you're not we're not talking anymore. Just tell me what happened, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Also, if it's like a yes or no question and you have to tell me like your mom's, backstory to tell me a yes or no answer, we're not friends.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, if you lost weight, good for you.
Thank you, Aubrey.
Yeah. Good for you. I'm not gonna kill you in your sleep.
Yeah, she's fucking terrifying, dude. But I do like her lipstick here.
But you know what? You know from your lived experience that many people try to lose weight when they are in larger bodies. I would argue that every person in a larger body has tried to lose weight at some point in their lives. The fact that you lost weight doesn't give you moral superiority over other people.
All right, I've never looked at somebody and as a person who's lost weight, I've never looked at myself and then compared myself to somebody else and been like, I'm more morally superior. I don't think I've ever looked at somebody and was like, I've never even thought of myself as morally superior. I feel like that's a very rare thought and like also self-centered. Like that's not an average thought.
Yeah, like not everyone is a fucking narcissist, even though like everyone on social media just loves to use that term nowadays. Like,
Yeah.
even when I see like a fucking like someone that's on 600-pound life or like someone that's homeless or someone that's like addicted to drugs, I don't think like, wow, I'm so better than them. I'm like, damn, they're down on their luck. And like
Yeah.
that could be me too. Like I'm closer to a homeless person that's addicted to drugs than I am like being a billionaire. Like,
Exactly. Oh
I think
yeah.
most people that have lost a substantial amount of weight are very humble, but they also can acknowledge that they worked their ass off to
Right.
get to the place that they have.
Yeah, and they'll be
to.
quick to say something if somebody's like that's, easy or you
Mhm.
took the easy way out or you did XYZ to get there and it's like no, it's still hard work. There's still stuff that has to be done and things that have to be addressed. Like a lot of the times, I don't think that I would have been able to lose the weight that I have lost if I did not heal some of the like things that I needed to heal and go to therapy and
Mhm.
get on like depression medication. Sorry, I just like popped, but like there's hard work in all different areas. There's the physical hard work, there's the mental tasks that you have to do, and then like the actual work that goes into losing weight, like choosing better things to eat.
Yeah, and too, so like so many of them will talk about like, oh well, if you gain or if you lose weight, then you're just gonna gain it all back. And it's like for me to gain 95 plus pounds back, like, I would have to be in such a bad mental state. Like, I literally wanted to unalive myself when I was
Yeah.
272.8 pounds because my mental health was so horrible. It's like, and I would hope that at my grown age, I would know if I was heading down a bad path and I needed to seek help again. Or like, I hope that
Yeah.
someone like my friends or my family or my husband would be like, "Hey, girl, like,
Yeah, throw
what
you
the
in a
hell's going on
hole.
here?" Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I feel
And
like
it's
if
like
you
you'd almost have to have amnesia too, because it's like, are you gonna forget about the keto diet so then you go back to like 230? Am I gonna like
yeah.
forget about weighing foods, then I just eat everything in front of me? Like there's a lot that goes in to losing and regaining weight, but I feel like no one ever acknowledges that, especially in fat acceptance.
Yeah, well, they also think that, like, things like the ketogenic diet or, like, weighing your food is unsustainable. Like, nobody's gonna wanna weigh their food the rest of their life, and you don't I don't even know if that's your plan, but, like, also, if you've weighed your food, for so long, eventually you kind of just, like, know what weighs
Yeah,
what.
you learn.
You learn. You eat the same. I mean, we've seen you eat, like, you eat the same thing every day for breakfast. You weigh your sausages every day? I mean, I don't know if you do or not.
No, not really, not
Yeah,
that
because
much.
it's 2 sausages or whatever. How many
Mhm.
sausages? Your slices of bread. Like, eventually you just kind of like, I don't really, I mean, I'm tracking now because I'm currently on a weight loss journey, because you have to track when you want to lose weight. You have to know what goes in. But
Mhm.
when I was just maintaining, like, I just knew, okay, just avoid these foods and eat this food. And I've kept that up for 2 years straight, and I didn't gain, or I didn't lose. I was maintaining, but I didn't gain any weight. So what do you mean, Aubrey? Well, I don't know if she just said that, but, like, what do you mean, people?
Mhm.
You're going to gain everything back.
No, yeah, you're literally proof that you can maintain.
Mm.
And your unsolicited advice is both unwarranted and unappreciated. So just don't do it.
I'm going to do what I want.
And for the unsolicited advice, it's like when you talk about this bullshit online, you're gonna get pushback. So if people talk about, well, if you just cut out ultra processed foods, then you'd lose weight. Sorry, like people are gonna be like, well, I used to be your weight and I stopped doing this and I lost weight, so you can do it too.
Yeah, I feel like
It's just
also
what comes with the territory.
Yeah, I feel like also, like, the people who give out unsolicited advice, like, I feel like people are nice in general. Like, I feel like people are inherently good. And I also feel like the people who are giving out unsolicited advice, they're probably in the position, like, where they were like, I wish somebody would have told me this, you know? So I'm
Hmm.
gonna go ahead and tell this person this. They don't want to hear it, but I'm gonna send to say XYZ. Like, sometimes it could, like, maybe even somebody's comment on your video could be a wake-up call for you. So
Don't post online if you don't want
yeah,
people's opinions.
if you don't want
Sorry.
people to have comments, don't post online, or limit your comments, but you won't, Aubrey, because you want traction.
Hmm.
Okay, everybody, so that is it. That is episode 5, and maybe the last episode of my Aubrey Hoffer series. I'm getting a little tired of her voice.
We need a break.
We need a break. I'll wait to see if she's, like, gonna post anything in the future. But I'm a little tired of her, and I'm a little tired of her lies and her excuses. But what did you guys think? Did you like it? Did you like it? Did you have fun?
I had fun with you,
Mm.
but Aubrey Gordon Jr. says the same things all the time, so it gets a little repetitive with her.
Yeah, she does. She really does. It's a lot of like, your body doesn't want to lose weight, so why do it? It's a lot of um any kind of weight loss is restrictive and unhealthy and pandastrexic, and it's a lot of, yeah, a lot of arrogance, and I don't like that.
It's definitely like fat acceptance 101, and I fear that we are like fat acceptance level like 217.
Yeah.
Like we're
You're
we're
right.
a little bit more advanced in this major.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. But anyway, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, please consider giving me a subscribe and like the video if you liked it. And what should we emoji?
The finger holding emojis.
Oh. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. don't forget to go and, well, obviously you're probably coming here from Angelica's channel. So go to her channel if you haven't watched her video. And thank you very much. Goodbye.